Welcome to Suspense, the online trivia game show. We are back and better than ever. Super excited to be back with you. I am your host, as always, Spencer Hunt. And we've got three great ones on the table for you today, guys. First of all, of course, we have our defending champion, Jeff, followed by Chris and Charles, first-time players. Your competition, it's going to be super fun. We are, first of all, sponsored by I Spy Escape Rooms, where fun comes first. Can't forget them. They are the reason we exist, which is super exciting. But as a way to introduce ourselves, as usual, I need a joke from each one of you. And we'll start at the confused face. Charles, you'll go last so that you can think of one. Jeff, you first, sir.
All right. Shoot.
I haven't heard that one. That's a good one.
Right. Thank you. Digress. Oh, no, I'm awkward right now.
On the spot, I know.
Wait, man.
I'll
Chris, you look like you're ready.
I was going for more awkward silence. Yeah.
Is that the joke? All in itself?
Yeah. Let's go with it.
Chris.
What is the name of the department store where Super Mario gets all of his overalls?
What's that?
Denim.
Yeah, it's an oldie but a goodie. It's an oldie but a goodie. I like it. Charles, to you, sir.
Oh wait, it's my turn.
It is your turn.
I guess in this moment I'm the joke because I don't know what to
You're the
say,
joke.
so...
Okay, awesome. So we could not be off to a better start. Hopefully we have some better answers than we had jokes. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Round one. Points are worth 250 points each. And we will start with the first list. Jeff, our defending champion, you get to pick number 1 through 8.
Let's go number 5.
Number 5. All right. Number 5 is a list of 10. You are the first person, and then it will go Chris and then Charles. I need the top 10 songs currently on the Billboard Hot 100.
The middle.
That is on the list. Chris.
God. This is where listening to current music would pay off. Bodak Yellow by, what's her name? Cardi B.
Unfortunately, you are out of this list. Charles, your turn, buddy.
No Tears Left to Cry by Ariana Grande.
I think a week too early. A week too early. Just came out. Not on this week's list. I'm so sorry. Jeff, any more for you?
God's Plan?
That is on the list.
Okay. Yeah, no.
That's it. You get a buzz just because. Drake is on this list like 3 times, but also Perfect by Ed Sheeran, which I feel like has been on there forever and ever and ever. Post Malone, Lil Dicky. There were some good ones there that we missed, but that's okay. I know, I'm as surprised as you are. Chris, you get to pick now 1 through 8, just not number 5.
Let's go lucky number 7.
That sound means it is the suspenseful selection, which means this list is all yours. You have 30 seconds to give me as many as you can, worth 250 points apiece. And your question is, I need the 7 states that only have 1 representative in the House of Representatives. There are 7 states in the country. 30 seconds. Starts now.
Rhode Island.
That is not on the list.
Hawaii.
No.
Oh, God. New Jersey. Massachusetts.
No.
This is going to be 1 representative.
Just 1.
God, it goes by population, doesn't it? Delaware.
That is on the list.
Okay, good.
And time is up. Time is up.
God, that was rough.
It was not easy. Alaska, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Vermont, and Wyoming. Because who lives in Montana? No one lives in Montana. But you are on the board. It was not all for nothing. Charles, you get to pick now, sir. 1 through 8, not 5 or 7.
I'll choose 3.
3. All right. So this list is the 10 people that have hosted Saturday Night Live the most times.
Oh.
Starting with you, Charles.
I only know one person that has hosted that, and she's only hosted it once. But I'll just go and say Tiffany Haddish.
Listen, I don't blame you for picking her because she was a great host, but only once, not enough for this list. Jeff, to you, sir.
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin is on the list.
Damn it, that was gonna be mine. Tina Fey.
Tina Fey is on the list.
Peyton Manning.
Not on the list. Chris, do you have any more?
Jimmy Fallon.
I'm very sorry. Steve Martin, John Goodman, Tom Hanks, Chevy Chase, Drew Barrymore, amongst others.
All the classic alumni.
A tough start. That completes round 1. It's still anybody's game. Hopefully round 2 will treat us a little bit better. 500 points each. Jeff, the choice is yours. You cannot pick 3, 5, or 7.
Number 1.
Number 1. All right. We are looking for the 8 actresses that are portraying the upcoming Ocean's 8 characters. Jeff, starting with you.
Julia Roberts.
Not on the list. Chris.
Sandra Bullock.
She is on the list. Charles.
I'm not even going to lie and say I know anybody.
You could have tried Tiffany Haddish. It would have been closer.
Tiffany Haddish.
She is not on the list. I'm so sorry. Chris, do you have any more?
My brain is screaming Kate Blanchett. I don't think
she is on the list.
Okay. Sandra Bullock. And I saw the announcement for this too, and I'm thinking about it. Rebel Wilson for comedic.
She is not on the list. Anne Hathaway, Mindy Kaling, Rihanna, amongst others, were people we were looking for there.
I gotcha.
All right, so 2 lists to go. Still anyone's game. Chris, you pick.
Number 2.
Number 2. All right. So through March, I need the 10 best-selling car brands worldwide.
Starting with me?
Starting with you.
Honda.
That is on the list. Charles.
Toyota.
That is on the list. Jeff.
Tesla.
That is not on the list. Chris.
Worldwide. Hyundai.
That is on the list. Charles.
Volkswagen.
That is on the list. Chris.
It's a good one. Oh God, Chevrolet. That's probably wrong.
That is on the list. Charles.
Dodge.
That is not on the list, but you slide into second place. Chris, do you have any more?
Mazda.
That is not on the list. Ford, Nissan, Kia, Mercedes. Some of the ones you could have listed. We are down to our final question of round 2 already. And it is a tight one. Chris has 3,000 points. Charles has 1,000. Jeff has 750. This is important. Someone's going to be eliminated after this question. Jeff, it could be a title defense cut short. We'll see what happens. Charles, you get to pick. You can pick either number 4, number 6, or number 8.
6.
Number 6. All right. We are looking for the top 10 most album sales by an American Idol alum. Charles, starting with you. The top 10 selling American Idol alum and Adam.
Kelly Clarkson.
That is on the list. Jeff.
Clay.
I'm sorry?
Clay Aiken.
Yes, Clay Aiken. He is on the list. Chris.
Now, does alumni mean winner or just someone who's been on the show?
I cannot tell you.
Daughtry.
Daughtry is on the list. Charles.
Fantasia.
She is on the list. Jeff.
Carrie Underwood.
Number 1 all time. Yes, on the list. Chris.
That's a good one. Jordan Sparks.
Not on the list. She's number 12. Sad enough. Charles, this is important. There are still 5 left.
Jennifer Hudson.
Not on the list either. Okay, Jeff, it comes to this. If you can get this one right, you stay in the game, and Charles will have to leave us. If not, you will be eliminated.
I really want to say William Hung, but I'm going to go with Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks. Not on the list. William Hung, not on the list either. Ruben, Scotty McCreery, Kelly Pickler, David Cook, Philip Phillips. Jeff.
Oh, country.
I'm so sorry.
Phillips.
But $35, that was your total last game. You get to win that. You keep it no matter what. You'll be getting that soon. Congratulations. Thanks for playing Suspense. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Spencer.
A pleasure. A pleasure. All right, guys. We are down to 2, Chris and Charles. And it's pretty close. We've got Chris has 3,500 points. Charles has 2,000 points, but the lists are all the same here. Only 4 per list. We are going to start with Chris as he is in first place. So you get to pick a number 1 through 6.
We'll go with number 4.
Number 4. All right. So there are 4 answers. You can give me as many as you can. If you don't get them all, Charles will have a chance to steal. Your first 4 is the first 4 states admitted to the Union.
Admitted to the Union.
First 4.
Now you're tripping me up because I'm thinking post-13 colonies or original 13. Georgia.
That is on the list.
Florida.
That is not on the list.
Damn it.
Charles, any guesses?
Virginia?
Not on the list. Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania were the other 3. But hey, that was one more than I thought was going to happen. So no worries there, Chris. You have a 2,000 point lead. But Charles, you could tie it up if you get all 4 on your list. 1, 2, 3, 5, or 6. You might get a good list. Who knows?
Yeah.
You said 1, 2, 3, 5, or 6?
Yeah.
6.
6. All right. So not including the baby Jack Jack, I need the members of the Incredibles. Either their superhero name or their actual name from the Incredibles.
I have no idea. I'm not even going to lie.
So just say it. Tiffany Haddish. Is
Yes, it's Tiffany Haddish is all 4 of the Incredibles.
maybe she should be. Maybe she should be. Chris, do you have any to steal?
Elastigirl, Mr. Incredible, Dash, and I don't know the daughter's superhero name, but her name's Violet.
Yes, that's because she doesn't have a superhero name as of yet. But you sweep the steal there. That one could be important. Chris, the board is yours. 1, 2, 3, or 5.
Don't betray me, number 2.
Number 2. I am looking for the 4 original Starburst flavors.
Oh, oof. Cherry.
That is not on the list. Charles, this is your chance to come back. If you can hit most of these, you have a chance. The original Starburst flavors.
Lemon.
That is on the list.
Ugh.
Orange.
That is on the list.
Strawberry.
That is on the list. You need this one.
And I don't think there's a grape Starburst, but we'll do grape.
That is not on the list. It was lime. Lime. Strawberry, orange, lemon, and lime. That was really good, though.
I've never seen a green Starburst in my life.
That was the original. Yes, it didn't last very long, apparently. Charles, the list is yours. 1, 3, or 5.
Do 3.
All right. We are looking for the 4 teams from the NFL who have never had the number 1 draft pick.
I know like one team, so I'm just gonna go and say the Saints.
I don't blame you for picking the Saints. That is not on the list. Chris, any guesses?
Dallas Cowboys.
That is not on the list. The Denver Broncos, the Seattle Seahawks, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Baltimore Ravens. Isn't that interesting?
Jacksonville has never had a number
I know.
1
I'm as
pick.
surprised as you are. Charles, I'm so sorry. You played very, very well, and I cannot thank you enough for coming on the show.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you so much, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Good luck.
Thanks.
All right. Chris, the champ.
Woo!
The champ is here. We have a new reigning suspense champion, which means you make it to the final round, the suspenseful conclusion, if you will. You will get options 1, 2, or 3, and then you will have 60 seconds to name as many items out of 10 on that list. What number would you like?
You said 1, 2, 3. We'll go 3.
All right. You're going to have to tell me the 10 most common elements that make up the sun. $5 for every correct answer. 60 seconds. Starts now.
Iron,
That is on the list.
mercury,
That is not on the list.
neon,
That is on the list.
hydrogen,
Yes.
carbon.
Yes.
I'm surprising myself. I'm awful with the periodic table. I don't know. I'm thinking metals, but I can't think of anything.
30 seconds.
How many do I have right now?
4.
5?
4.
4. So carbon. Hydrogen, did I say that one?
You did.
Did. Element X. I got none else for
5
you there.
seconds. Time is up.
Damn.
Time is up. So you got 4. So $5 for each one. That's $20. That's not a bad start on suspense. And of course, that means you get to come back and play again. But just so you know, the other 6: helium, oxygen, nitrogen, silicon, magnesium, and sulfur. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think there was oxygen in the sun. I just don't know.
Under pressure, it's hard to think of those things. But
Yeah,
4,
this show's a lot more stressful than I thought it was going to be.
it's a lot easier to play from home, isn't it? Just watching the YouTube
Yes,
videos.
it is.
But you did very well. You're the winner. You get to come back and play again on our next episode. And $20. Not a bad 20 minutes worth of work.
Hell yeah.
All right, Chris. We appreciate it, buddy. And we'll see you next time on Suspense.